What's up, everybody? We're back for another disc golf edition of me. Today, we're going to do what most people have talked about if they've ever played disc golf, at least for an extended period of time. And that is, what is your Dream 18? And though I don't have the answer to that question, I do have a tentative answer, at least, for the question for what is my Dream 18? Part of me instantly started to go like in reverse order, like it was a countdown, but it's not a countdown. It's a count up. So hey, welcome to the first ever Panorama Media Count Up. So looking through the list, there was a lot of water shots. But hey, they're fun. What's more enjoyable than throwing a shot, watching it sail 75-foot worm burner into the water and losing your disc? I mean, it's hard to beat. So with that, hole number one is as good a hole as anybody's ever played. It's probably the best hole on my list. And it's everybody's hole number one if they've played there. I mean, I just don't see how it wouldn't be. If you've played Maple Hill, then that's your Dream 18 hole number one. You can't beat, like I said, the water shot. And that's like one of the most epic water shots anywhere.
That was a layup?
Yeah, he's playing left side.
Oh. I don't know why I thought that was OB.
If you play the whites, which honestly, the whites probably my favorite because I like the fact that I can throw it to the basket. I mean, in theory, I can throw it to the basket. I ain't going to. I'm going to throw it into that pond. But the gold is awesome. Iconic hole, starting hole. MVP Open, or just out there to play it. Huge bomb over the water, then huge bomb into the little tight gap into basically, I guess it's a peninsula green technically, but it might as well play like an island. Yeah, that's it's everything. I mean, that hole is everything. The gold it's got it all. Tight woods, open air, water, downhill. Who don't like throwing downhill? I gotta get back there. My Dream 18 hole number 2. Now this one, it's because there's a lot of memories with it. As much as anything, it's my Dream 18. It's what if I could put a course together, this is what I would play. So here we go. Number 2 is Hornet's Nest, hole 2. And not, oddly, the beautiful water shot onto the island green that currently exists if you ever get the luxury of playing when the basket's there, which it never is unless you're a pro player and playing at a tournament called CDGC. But anywho, it's the original hole 2 at Hornet's Nest. You just can't beat it for like the experiences we had there. That's where the term faux floaty was first originated. Man, it's just an open field. You just throw out in this open field, a little bit of drop off. Road to the left. And then it goes down into a little wooded area with the basket sitting there not too far into the woods. Far enough you gotta, penetrate in there, but if you get to the wood line, you can putt. So, it's just not a whole lot to the hole itself. But man, sit out there, bomb shots. I can't even tell you how many times I've emptied the bag, like, as a group, even by myself. We get there early, you go out there and empty your bag waiting on everybody else. Just open field trying to rip distance. It was good. And the little tree at the start of the hole, just enough to like stop a big shot, you know, coming out high right. Man, that's one of those that, like, if you could turn back time, yeah, that's where you would go. Hole 2, Hornet's Nest. Hole number 3. We're 3 holes deep, and I'm mentioning a water shot for the 3rd time. Even though the second wasn't actually the water carry. This is a funny one. But my favorite hole 3 also has one of my most painful memories on it. Hole 3 at the Goat Island. Hole number 3 from the longs. I don't know that I've ever played. Yeah, I think I have played hole 3 from the shorts. But I think even when we play the shorts, we play the hole 3 long. I mean, at least the majority of the time. And the course has run down now. Baskets are sinking. Of course, it's always flooded. So, if it's not flooded, it's overgrown. The mosquitoes are so bad you can't play it. But once upon a time, that hole was fantastic. It probably still is. And it's over the river, but it's either a turnover or a forehand shot. Hence, I like it. Over the water, which you just don't get. You don't get many straight, you know, to fade to the basket forehands over the water. Most water carries are backhand. Right hand backhand. And so, yeah, largely because of that, it's my favorite hole. Now, one time I went out there right before COVID, or right as the COVID stuff pandemic hit. I threw a beautiful forehand shot over that water, like to the point I wasn't sure if I aced it. I'm trying to see. So I go to cross the bridge. They had the flipping bridge locked up. You couldn't cross it. And so I threw my blue destroyer that I had forever. And it was like perfectly seasoned. Really one of those you get that's just irreplaceable. And I mean, to this day it's still irreplaceable. That was like 3 years ago. I haven't found anything exactly like it since. So it's crazy. That's one of my, you know, favorite holes. But in spite of that, yeah, the hole itself is fantabulous. So it's just fun. The hole itself is just fun. Good times. So hole number 4. I gotta go out to everybody's favorite course for this one. I mean, it is what it is. I've said before that the course has some fantastic shots, even though it ain't my favorite. I don't have it as a 5-star. I mean, I ain't got Goat or Hornet's Nest as 5 stars either, and they made the list. But this was just entertaining if you know the backstory, Josh. But Brandywine State Park up in Delaware. Beautiful course. And they've got one hole that is the one I think about when I think of the course. I mean, it's honestly, it's at least 15 holes there that you got to think about when you're making a Dream 18. Unless you lose your disc in the briars. But, man, it's hole 4 downhill. Okay, who doesn't love downhill?
The one we just found. Where does it go? Like water down there?
Over the river, in that patch on the other side of the woods.
Or in the river? Oh, it's over. Yeah, thunderstorm.
Flip, come on.
I was thinking about throwing that too, but I didn't think I could throw it far. Oh, that's short. At least you're right. Your disc is on top of it.
Yeah, if you could just get into that clearing. That's what I was trying to do, just get past that tree over the road.
You went
Too
wrong.
much.
Roller.
Cut back.
Across the river.
Maybe not.
No, that one should be findable if it didn't float down the river.
Take Robert first. That's gonna be it, man.
It's a good shot, dude.
It'll be before it.
And then at the bottom you cross this creek. So it doesn't love water carry. It ain't much water carry, but it is so close. Like, I think that if I really got the right pull on it, I could cross that creek in one. I think it's there. I'm certain Dutton and Josh can. Probably Thorny and a lot of other people. But I know those two got it. If they were to hit it right. But it's hard. It's a tough shot. You got to get past the initial trees, bunker of trees. And then even if you make it, it's not plinko at all, like when you're down there, but from the tees, it might as well be. It's going to take a great deal. It's going to take a little bit of luck. It's going to take a little bit of luck to get through, even if you hit it perfect, but it's there. And that's actually also the hole that Thorny threw in from probably 120 feet or something, 125 feet. I don't know. Maybe it was 75, but it felt very far to me. Last time we were there. But yeah, it's got a lot of stuff that Maple Hill number 1 has. I mean, not near the scenery and all that, but it's got the bomb it downhill. And, then throw a technical approach in theory and take your bird. Now, Maple Hill Gold isn't exactly that easy, but it's gorgeous. The course is gorgeous, and the shot is gorgeous. And if you execute it, it's fantastic. Fancy-tastic. That's what I call that hole. The bluff. So that's it. No bluff. That's the start. That's the top. Not the top 4. Sheesh. That's the first 4 holes 1 through 4 of my Dream 18. And yeah. Maple Hill, Hornet's Nest, Brandywine, and the Goat. I mean, not in that order, obviously, but that's some iconic courses, right? Everybody trying to get out to those. But, no, honestly, I think 3 of them are pretty iconic. Well, 2 of them are iconic, and 1 of them's great, and the other one's Goat. But the holes themselves, those are a dream. Disc golf trip. Yay.